I can see there is so much of clarity in my face, and there's a lot of calmness and while performing at work. Doing by yourself is one thing, but doing with the group is definitely something which I really enjoyed when I did the 40-day program. I think if we believe in meditation, we can really heal ourselves.
I've been dealing with a few health issues like vertigo, and I was told that I will never be able to play badminton because it can trigger the vertigo. And also I imagine I'm playing badminton regularly, and I singing and even dancing, and the whole thing was so energizing. And when you said to lie down, I automatically, I don't know what happened, I started rotating my feet around my ankles, and I'm feeling so flexible and so fluid. So that's something amazing health feeling I'm having right now.
I've become more active, and I had little upper body pain, that is shoulder pain. It has reduced a lot, and the work I'm able to put is more.
Welcome, friends and masters. today 19 of our vibe session. We are on week 3, so pat yourselves on the back for being consistent for 19 days in our vibe session. We will be discussing today about mental well-being and how meditation helps mental well-being. Over to you, Shirisha.
Thank you, Vignesh. Namaste and welcome back to all friends and masters. So glad to have you all back in the session. And yes, when we speak of health, right, the first thing mostly that comes to our mind is being physically healthy. Okay, I don't have any disease. I'm great. But then if you look at the definition from World Health Organization or otherwise also, it's also being mentally healthy. Mental well-being is also equally important. So before I get to that topic, can I request all of you to put out what's going on in your mind right now? One thought that's going on in your mind, please put that in the chat box. And also, in the past few days, what is that significant thought or an idea, whatever that is coming to you or bothering you? Any of that? Those two things, I want you to quickly put it in the chat box. Right? This week we were looking at how meditation is helping one person improve physical quotient, emotional quotient, all of the other things. And last week we were talking about manifestation quotient. But meditation beautifully helps a person maintain great mental health as well. Anybody? I don't see any comments yet. Okay, will I be able to get new opportunities or not? Okay. Any more? Resolving long pending family. Your responses, we are not going to be analyzing them, right? Overwhelmed. But the reason I ask this is just again to point out to that one statement, right? Every single day, we have around close to 50,000 to 70,000 thoughts, and majority of them are negative. The moment I asked you all to put a thought that's going on right now or something that's bothering in the past few days, if we just reflect upon the thoughts all of us have, you can see majority of the time it's something bothering us, that's something limiting or negative, right? And that's natural. Before we become meditators or before we are more aware, before we are more trained, that's the natural state of how we think, of how we are programmed to be thinking, of how our mind generally processes itself. But then, if we introduce meditation into your life, that's where that switch happens. Because, like I kept mentioning yesterday, the first and the most important thing that could happen is it brings awareness to our thoughts. And what are the different kinds of mental challenges people generally face nowadays? Can we all name a few? What is it? If you think of it, people say depression, stress, anxiety, uncertainty, fear, all of this, right? And deep down, if we see, the cause or the root for all of this lies in the way we think. It's either negative thinking, and it just doesn't stop with that one thought, right? Okay, what's going to happen to my job? What if I'm laid off? Because everyone's saying there's going to be inflation, then there's uncertainty, recession happening, people are removing from jobs. What if I'm also removed? One thought is enough to trigger that fear in us. And then it doesn't stop there. Next, okay, if I lose my job, then I have to think what to do next. Will I be able to get something? Oh, people are saying there are more new diseases coming up right now, antivirus, something else. So it's going to be more uncertain. And then we are in that fear. Now we're going back to feeling very low because we don't know what to do. And because we don't know what to do, again, it's going back to more negative thoughts, right? It's called the thinking feeling loop. If at all it starts with that negative thought, we are going to be just stuck in that thought, and going on about it just creates mental rumination. With that, over time, we probably would have understood in the previous session how stress builds up. Our body is either fight or flight mode, it has to be there. And constantly, when we are bombarded with this negative thoughts, with this uncertainty, fear, and everything, it thinks that I have to fight this. I have to overcome this, but it does not know how. So it's pumping in more and more hormones. Stress is building up in our body. So all the energy that we are getting, even if we are doing positive things, it's all going towards fighting instead of helping us regulate and have a healthy life. And that's how our negative thinking, our thought pattern, all of this mental rumination, repeating the same thing over and over again, or somebody comes and triggers one statement and says, you're so old, you're still not settled in life. That could become a trigger, and that again creates, it goes on strengthening the all fear that we already have. So we should be breaking this, right? And meditation can become that tool for us to break this mental rumination. They say that pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. Because the more we meditate, one, we become aware of our negative thoughts. So we are able to say, okay, this is a thought that is not necessarily true, that's not serving me. See, whether it's true or not, it's too much to analyze. Instead, we can say, is this helping me? If I think about, oh my God, I'm going to lose my job, there's inflation, there's war happening everywhere. If I'm just going to think about that, is it really going to help me in any way? No, we got this awareness. Immediately, let's try think about solutions. And meditation brings that awareness. Okay, you're thinking negative, it's not going to serve you. So let's try thinking positive at that moment, or let's at least detach from it. And that's what happens because of meditation, because it's bringing that awareness. It's helping us distance ourselves from that thought, at least for that point of time, right? And it's not just it. I don't say that it'll happen just because we practice for a week or 10 days. It could happen. It could become quickly. But for sure, you will start noticing the kind of thought patterns that you're all having eventually, right? And then we will start consciously putting efforts towards switching them from negative to positive, and eventually it becomes miraculous. And I also started noticing not just the type of thoughts change, and I had started becoming happier from within, right? I didn't know how is this possible. From going from that cribbing, complaining to becoming so happy that I had never experienced that bliss in my life before. And I'm speaking of one entire year of meditation without missing it for a single day. After that is when I had started seeing this nature of mind, right? I was so happy. My mom was so shocked and surprised to see such a happy girl, happy Shirisha. And that's how she came into meditation, being inspired by, oh God, this girl's actually changed. And I used to think, how did this happen? What is this magic in meditation? Of course, it's brought in that calmness in me. Of course, it's helped me understand things better, new perspectives. I'm meeting newer people, so much wisdom and so many good things. But I also wanted to understand science, and everyday sessions I was actually understanding, because I have a highly logical mind. I could not accept things. That's when science started showing me the answers, right? In the sessions itself, I understood that during meditation, all the happy hormones are also being released. It's not just saying you become calm, but everything that's necessary for me, my body automatically is releasing those chemicals. Say, they say, right? Happy hormones. Endorphin is a pain relief hormone. Whenever we do a lot of exercise, that's why they say going to gym or doing any exercise, it's good. Dancing is good because it releases those happy hormones. And everything that's necessary for our body, for our mind, is being released at that time. Same way, dopamine is being released, right? It's called the reward hormone. Anytime we do any task, we complete it, our brain gets happy. And nowadays, that's why we keep scrolling reels after reels, because every time we finish scrolling one, dopamine is being released. But here in meditation, when we get into that deeper alpha states, delta states, all of these good hormones, chemicals are being automatically released into our body. Oxytocin, the love hormone, right? Whenever we hug, whenever we help somebody else, whenever we hold hands, all of these beautiful moments releases this love hormone. Yet again, during meditation, it's naturally being released. And then there's another hormone called serotonin, the mood regulator, right? Earlier, I was so kitsch, argumentative. Something goes, either I will fight back and scream and go, or else I will block myself. I will not speak for a very, very long time. One week I decided, no, I fought with my mother for something. I was angry. Went back and did not speak. But then I realized, why am I doing this? Instead, I understood that they had given a book. I picked up Jonathan Livingston Seagull. This was day 4 or 5, right? When they speak about reading books. Picked it up. That was that change. And anyway, the chemicals are doing their job during meditation. And finally, there's also this Anandamide. I didn't even know that such a chemical or hormone existed. It's called Anandamide. Bliss. Ananda is that bliss state, right? Even that is being released. So that's how I understood, okay, I am being able to be in this blissful state, unbothered by what is happening outside. Of course, there were challenges. Of course, I had to prepare for one of the toughest exam happening in India. despite that, I was so happy, so at peace within myself. And I would always wish that all of us get to experience that, right? So in this way, meditation is helping us to have a great mental health. And then as we read more, as we read more books, as we engage with more masters, and as we meditate more, we realize that pain is okay. Pain is going to be there. Challenges are going to be there. But what do we learn out of it? That suffering is optional. I don't have to look at circumstance and say this has come to crush me. Rather, this has come to teach me, and I am here to overcome that, right? Again, repeating that just because I came into meditation, I won't say everything is easy. I took up the toughest exam and I didn't clear that exam the way I wanted in the 2 years. I was writing UPSC, right? I was in this peak high state. I used to manifest, everything seemed wow, glorious. But then I gave the second attempt, and even then I couldn't clear that exam. Suddenly, I felt like I was back to zero, nothing going great in life, right? And then at the same time, I had my dental challenge. So I didn't feel like waking up in the morning. I didn't feel like doing everything. If you see all these symptoms, it feels like depression, right? And it's normal to feel that because I was going through something I dreamt for years did not happen the way I wanted. But I let the feelings process. And I could not even meditate. And that's when I met Chandra sir. He said, okay, you may not be able to meditate, but see what it's trying to teach. He asked me to read books. He asked me to be in that gratitude state. So now, instead of complaining or thinking about what's going to happen in my life, that it's back to zero, I don't know what to do, I started focusing on how I had improved in these 2 years. Had this exam not come to my life, had these challenges not come to me, that I had faced burnout, which is why I came to meditation, I wouldn't have become this beautiful person. I wouldn't have learned and evolved so much in these 2 years, right? And then I started analyzing, okay, I ran all my life, and was my phase of resting, maybe. I'll give myself time. Trust me or not, I was able to overcome this low phase of mine. I tried analyzing what I want, and then eventually I was able to manifest what I'm doing right now. That's for another day. But it's about breaking that mental rumination of negative chatter, distancing ourselves and learning from everything, seeing that as a learning opportunity and overcoming all of that. That's what meditation does to us, which is why we need to read more, interact more, and meditate more and more. And doesn't mean that I stopped meditation, right? I was in gratitude state until I started feeling better and eventually started coming back to deeper meditation. That's how we overcome all of these. And also to understand what is this phase of my life teaching me, and how is it preparing me? It has strengthened me so much more, right? Now I have greater EQ. I know that even if I become an officer in future, there will be so many challenges. Had I not been the person that I am today, how would I face such huge challenges in life, right? So it's preparing us for something better. We learn and evolve. And eventually, another scientific way that I got explanation to how I stopped becoming fearful, right? Fear of failure, yeah, yet again it came back, but eventually my fear of failure had reduced, and most importantly, fear of societal judgment. I used to be a perfectionist myself, but apart from it, I always used to think, what will they judge about me? What will they think? Okay, I'm doing this. What will they say? And after this exam, when I got clarity, also I applied for an NGO for a fellowship position, and today I work full time there. Many people still tell me, you are the topper. What are you doing in an NGO? But I know why I am doing it. And I'm not scared of what the society thinks now, right? That's because one, you're aware, you are standing up for yourself, you have more clarity. And this again comes because of meditation. Why we are doing what we are doing, the clarity, the ability to make decisions, a concentration is improving, focus is improving. So you are very clear on what you want and how you want it in life. And so the outer chatter will also eventually stop, and you'll stop bothering about what others are saying. This is one way where we are tackling fear. But the other scientific way to understand is there's this amygdala in our brain, right? It's also called the feeling center or the fear center because it helps regulates emotions. And that's also important. But more and more we are stressed, more and more we are faced with doubt and fear that is always triggered. But as we meditate, it shrinks that amygdala in our mind, and eventually fears reduce. So there is also a scientific explanation to how eventually our fears keep reducing. And there are so many more fears, right? It's not everything dissolves in one day. There could be many reasons why we have gotten such fears also. So slow and slowly, we have to put intention and start working on them. And anyway, naturally, by shrinking that center, by boosting all the happy hormones, meditation is greatly taking care of us, right? So let's get into this practice once again, tune into ourselves and make the best use of the practice. And today, later, we will spend more time sharing what we have experienced with our small journey of meditation here, right? So thank you so much. Let's get into meditation. Close your eyes. If you have spectacles, kindly remove it. Just relax. Be with your breath. And we begin with the heart elevation process. Yes. Yes, Kunjan.
Dear friends, dear masters, with your specs removed, eyes closed, with your hands on your chest area, resting your attention on your heart center, connect with your beautiful heart. With your attention on your heart center, with a slow, long, relaxing breath, can you feel your beautiful heart? Feel the seat of all emotions. Nurturing all life. With its energies of love, compassion, gratitude. Can you recollect an experience from your past? Or from the vision of your future, where you feel enormous love, joy, gratitude? Or simply bring up an experience in the present, smelling a flower, playing in water, taking a walk in nature, helping somebody in need. Imagine and bring up that moment and feel that energy. Relive that moment and feel that energy. and allow yourself to spread that energy onto everything and everyone on this planet, or to someone who is in need, to help them heal, to help them elevate themselves. Where your attention goes, there your energy flows. We're all deeply interconnected. And slowly, let's go into breath mindfulness meditation. With your fingers into fingers, hands comfortably rested in your lap. Observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath. Observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath. We are in a powerful group meditation, harnessing the energies of the group. When you observe your breath, your mind slowly becomes empty. If the mind is becoming less and less of thought, calmer and calmer, allow yourself to experience that greater calmness inside of you, emptiness all around you. Be with your breath. Allow yourself to merge into your breath and allow yourself to experience emptiness, that calmness. emptiness is energy. This is the quantum field of energy. The field of limitless possibilities. The longer you stay connected to this emptiness, blackness of no body, of no thing, the more experiences you draw into your life. It is natural to have thought. When you recognize you are in thought, go back to observing your breath and allow yourself to slowly go into that emptiness, that field of light. We are less matter, more emptiness and energy. The longer we stay in the empty states of mind, the more you transcend your body. You go beyond matter. You experience emptiness and energy. Relax, dear friends. You planted seeds of possibilities. You primed your subconscious. Recognize that whatever you emotionally embrace is manifesting into your physicality. Be grateful for this opportunity to create. Be grateful for to everything and everyone who will help you to create this future. Your gratitude to your parents, teachers, mentors, family, friends, everyone in your life. To this grand nature, the bird, the fish, and the animals, to technology, all systems, governments, companies, to yourself, and to this intelligent quantum field for helping us experience, helping us create a new life. Gratitude moves us into coherence and helps us draw and create more. Recollect your experiences from the session. How did you feel? What have you experienced? Whenever you're ready, you can keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds and then you may open your eyes.
Welcome back, friends and masters. Hope the meditation was good. And maybe we will have the announcements and then quickly we can get into our breakout room. Vignesh and Usha, please take over.
Yeah, thank you, Shirisha. So the announcement for today would be we are having our Quantum Mind program. It's an extension of the Vibe program. I'm pretty sure we've had an announcement of this before, but just want to reiterate, we have a Quantum Mind program starting in July 12th. More details will be shared in our WhatsApp groups. We will be doing it, it's every Sunday, and we will be doing lot more activities and going more depth into each and every topic that we've discussed here.
Vignesh, if you don't mind, I would just like to add one or two things about it. I'm so sorry taking some more time as the coordinator for that program, right? I would feel that everybody here could also benefit from it. Especially this program is designed mostly for senior secondary or higher young students and young professionals who've just started their career, right? It gives more clarity. We go in depth in the topics that we have here. Plus, there'll be like-minded individuals. So there'll be so many more reflective activities that we do regularly. And to add on to it, nowadays companies or institutes also look forward to EQ. And anyway, the changes we've seen within, but in case somebody needs a certification, so it's backed by certificate that's given by S. Vyasa University as well. It's a very well-known deemed university. So if anybody is interested, please explore. And we've also launched a coupon code called Quantum for it. Because it's for students or youngsters, we want everybody to be able to access it more easily. So I wish to see many of you on the other side of this program as well. So if possible, please join. And wonderful teachers from here, facilitators from here will also be part of that group. So thank you. Thank you.
Yes, so friends, we will be going into our breakout rooms. We will be splitting into 4 separate rooms where you will have an opportunity to interact with your facilitators and ask any questions, share your experiences, anything. Or if you have any doubts, get that clarified. If you want to just share what brought you to the program, that's totally great as well. So it's 30 minutes, and please wait for the facilitators to join as well. It'll take a couple of minutes and then we can start. You will have your pop-ups in your screen right now.